Mr. Coggin later stated, and this is a direct quote, "It's pretty bad when I go and fight a tyrannical government somewhere else, and then I come home to find it right here at my front door."
Yeah, hell, true. Okay, we're going to go to call. We have Mike with us today.
Yes, sir, friend. How you
doing?
All right. How you doing?
Great, great.
Hey, I just wanted to call in. Yes, sir. I just wanted to call in and say something right quick about on your first hour when you had Virginia Foxx on. I think people maybe ought to be a little advised of a question you asked her that she pretty quickly avoided, and that was the simple fact of the War Powers Act. And it looks to me like if people, they're either not aware or they're willfully ignorant, and the simple fact that since 1933 our Constitution has not been attacked, it's been suspended. How else could they get away with the things they're getting away with?
Well, I found that information very interesting, and me and Brian are discussing it now. We're thinking about when we get into August, maybe just doing a 1 hour each week discussing the War Powers Act, bringing up the information that we have in hand. I know a lot of people are not aware of it. I wasn't aware of it some time back, but since we've got into this research, it is an amazing information, and it needs to be put out to the public. I certainly agree with you. Anything else you'd like to add today? We do appreciate you calling, and I think it is information that needs to be got out.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I thought it was amazing out of, all the ranting and raving that she done. I mean, I'm with her on the far as the cap and trade and the health care. Yeah, it's pretty devastating. But so was CAFTA, and I didn't hear her holler about that when that was passed. But beside the point there that, I think we need to be extremely vigilant with the people we send up there, because I got a feeling that most of them are well aware of this War Powers Act, and they're just acting that out. How else could they do the things they're doing?
Well, a lot of things, and I know what you're referring to, a president that's unconstitutional, or not constitutionally fit, D.C. gun ban for 32 years, totally flying in the face of the Second Amendment. Yeah, we're probably going to do through August try to bring some of this. We've got some new information we're going to try to bring to light. I certainly do appreciate you calling, and we're going to try to get as many people on today as we can. So if there's anything else you'd like to add.
No, sir, Farron. Just keep up the good work, and we'll be talking to you later.
Thank you, sir. We're joined by John today. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. I want to thank you for what you're doing, and I've got a few points I'd like to bring out on health care. The health care is the taxpayers will be funding let me start again. The abortion will be funded on day of demand anytime in 9 months, and whenever, this is a few things that come out, whenever I get 7 years old, I would be cut, and they will say, "Well, you're done. You're too expensive." Anybody has an existing problem, they will be cut because they will be too expensive. And if you have insurance, you're going to lose that insurance and have to take government. If you don't take government, they're going to garnish your wages or get their money somehow or another. And this the increase in the debt would go anywhere from $1 to $4 trillion. And one of the ways they raise there in New York, if a guy makes $300,000, they're going to tax him 50%. And I just pray to God that America will wake up and get their brain a working, because we are losing our country. Thank you. I'm going to hang up and listen to what you got to say.
I got it. Hey, well, I appreciate it very much, and that's what this broadcast is for, so the people can call in and sound off. And, yeah, we have a report right here. House health care bill outlaws private insurance, and just as Virginia Foxx said, if this thing passes, and it's looking like it most likely will, between the legislation they're trying to pass, hate crimes bill, cap and trade, nationalize the health care system, the American people are in trouble, and it's high time that we wake up and then we rise up and we take our country back. We're going to go to Bill. You're on the Real News. Bill, you're on the Real News. Are you with us today? Okay, we might have lost that one. If you'd like to call in, we've got just a few minutes left. 1-866-986-6397. We go off at 2 minutes till. Again, next week, our guest is going to be Doyle Shamley. HourOfTheTime.com is the website. They've been doing this for a long time, co-host with the late Bill Cooper. I urge everyone to look into that for yourself, look into his life, his information, and his death. Any of the clips we play are on our website, therealnewsradio.com. Some of them we didn't play in their entirety, so you can go to the website and you can check them out. Any thoughts on the interview next week?
I'm very excited about it. Of course, I didn't know anything about Bill Cooper until it was actually Alex Jones that told us to look into him last year when we were at the Bilderberg.
Yes. He mentioned Bill Cooper. I was not aware of it, and started looking into his information. I've ordered a copy of the book. Mike had said he had read the book. The first caller we had said it was some very good information. Mike's been doing this type of research for a good while himself.
Of course, the audio CD we had, Behold a Pale Horse. I mean, excellent.
Excellent. And we can make copies of that, anyone that wants it. We would like to get it to some point where any of this information, if people would email us with their address, that we could send it out. We're not quite there yet, but maybe in the future we can get it to that point. Our email address is onair@therealnewsradio.com. And like the gentleman that just called in said, the current House health care bill would make individual private medical insurance illegal and obliterate the market for individual coverage. And we're just okay. We've got Bill back with us in just a couple of minutes. So, Bill, you're with us on the Real News.
Okay, so I'm on the Real News. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hey, you're with us. What?
Okay.
Hey, you're with us. What would you like to
Bill
say
Anderson. And, I agree with Virginia Foxx when she said that Washington needs to stop spending. And, it's 12 years too late to stop the spending now. That would stop it from growing. But my question was, how are they going to pay for the $12 trillion that they've already run up on us? And, of course, she knows that, and she said that the Democrats are the tax and spend party, but she didn't agree with increasing any taxes. So the unsaid thing was that the only avenue that the Democrats have got is tax the middle-class America blind, when she said they're already taxed to 53% of their income. And, what is really sad about it, we were in Salisbury Mall this past week, and there's 5 stores down there that's went out of business just recently. And we got news yesterday that the Ford dealership here in Knoxville had told their people to pick up their tools and go home. And, what has the stimulus bill done for this? And by the way, Obama has just given $93 million to the World Health Organization. He's also committed $900 million to rebuild Gaza City. And, I'm wondering how he got that by the Congress when they're supposed to authorize all of this. The old ship is sunk.
Well, I agree with you, sir. We've got just a couple minutes before we go off the air, but I think you make some very good points. We did ask Virginia Foxx your question, and, of course, you heard her answer. She's against raising taxes. But I agree with you. I mean, a country that runs up this kind of massive debt, that is totally irresponsible. She said that every citizen of America was $37,000 in debt. Who are we in debt to? We're in debt to the International Crime Banking Syndicate, the Federal Reserve banking system, that I hope this audit the Fed goes through and we see Bernanke and Paulson and the rest of these criminals in handcuffs, but my face weak on that. But I appreciate you joining us today. We're about out of time, so feel free to call back again. But I did think Virginia Foxx made some very good points. She said wake up. We had some callers that said wake up. Brian, you want to say wake up?
Wake up.
We'll be back with you next week. This is Farron and Brian on The Real News. Billy running the board today. Jim on the camera, Ty's on vacation, and to next week, this is Billy, Farron, Jim, and Brian saying, God help us all.